Greetings everyone, MK Mueller here, very excited to talk about a very important topic because I've asked audiences for dozens of years, so anybody a procrastinator? Yeah. If raising their hands is any indicator, we're at 85-90% of us. So it's not that we are procrastinators, it's that we do procrastinate. And I have the breakthrough ideas today, a couple different ones, because depending on your personality, there are a few that work the best, and then there are a few that are ridiculous, and I can't believe that people suggest them. So let's go into 4 of each right now. Again, how to stop procrastinating today. So if you go around the internet, there's a lot of videos about stopping procrastination, and it's very common that they say punish yourself. That's number 1. Punish yourself by a cold shower every time you don't reach your goal. Who does that? Well, not me. The next one is punish yourself by paying somebody every time you don't reach your goal. So pay out your own money and beat yourself up again. Not very motivating for me to get started on that concept. The third one is, reward yourself with a little gift or a little outing every time you reach a goal. I can reward myself any day of the week. That again, I did not find motivating. Last one, count to 5. And then just do whatever that thing is you don't want to do for 5 minutes. And research shows that if you get through the first 5 minutes, you'll keep going. I didn't get through the first 5 seconds using that one. I mean, I gave all these a try. I did not give the cold shower a try, but I really played with them for like a day each, going, okay, well, maybe I can. None of them worked for me. So let me tell you, not only the one that worked for me, but the 4 that I find most helpful for myself and all my coaching clients work every time. All right, we're going to start with the pre-step, and that is, let's say you've got 2 different projects. It's absolutely fine to have 2 different projects that you're going to work on interchangeably. In other words, I don't feel like working on that one today, I'll work on this one. But they're big projects broken into little bite-sized pieces. So you take each of those bite-sized pieces and you type up a little phrase to describe each bite. For me, a bite's about 3 to 5 hours of work. So, cleaning the garage or cleaning out a closet or whatever it is you want to do. So you break those down into, again, doable pieces. It could certainly be 1 hour. Let's say it's a 1-hour workout or whatever you want to do. Up to you. But for me, my projects are usually like 20, 30, 50, 70 hours because I'm an author and I'm working on books all the time and big projects like that. At any rate, so I broke them down into bite-sized pieces. Again, remember, 2 different projects for me at once, so that I had about 12 of one and 8 of another, all typed up on this spreadsheet. Now, the first thing you can do is think of someone you can pay an affordable amount to. Let's say you can afford $2,000. And you contact your friend Jimmy and you say, Jimmy, you're a good friend. I trust you. I know you trust me. I would like to give you a loan that you'll then be paying back to me as I accomplish different items on my project list. Make sense? Okay, so again, you're going to invite them to partner with you, and then you've already paid them the money, and every time you'll mark off, like sometimes I put $50 next to a smaller project, $100 next to a larger one, $200 next to you get to decide how much each of those would be worth having done. And then you ping them and you show them, hey, got that done. They can even ask for proof. And then they pay you. The next option is a slightly different scenario, but similar. And that is that you don't pay them up front, that they trust you enough to just pay that money out. So again, $50, $100, $200, whatever it is, they pay that money out every time you complete one of the items on your checklist. Again, they ask for proof, you give them the proof, but then you pay them at the end of the year. So you guarantee that you'll pay them back at the end of the year, by the end of the year, in $200 increments at the end. You work that out. And then, of course, you can offer them interest, and they can negotiate with you to see what interest you'll be paying on that loan that they're giving you. But again, to have those projects done is often worth so much more than this money. The third one is hire a coach. Again, money's involved. You are hiring a coach. A friend is a coach. Good luck with that, right? Because there's really no accountability. But a coach is going to charge you money and hold you accountable. I have a brother-in-law, Bruce, and I just recommended one of my friends to Bruce because he wanted to finally get his book written. And Bruce held his feet to the fire, and he was paying Bruce, and he got every detail, every deadline in. And the fourth one is that you offer something. You offer something that's not done yet, and they prepay for it. So that's exactly what happened to me. Years ago, I was talking to an audience, and I had a guy in the audience go, "Why haven't you written the book?" And I said, "What?" And he said, "Why haven't you written all this good stuff in a book?" And I said, "Oh, there's enough good self-help books out there." And he said, "This isn't out there, and I want this in a book." And so I said, "Okay, well, if 5 people come up to me today and pay me $15, give me a $15 check, I will not cash the checks until that book is in the mail to you." And I carried around those 5 checks, and just looking at those 5 names that were going to read my book every day, not every day, but they were in my wallet, and I could look at them anytime I wanted to, was extremely motivating for me to go, hey, I promise, I'm good for my word. I promised these people I'd write this book. I'm going to get this book out, and then I'm going to cash all $75 worth of checks, which is what I did. So if you're interested, I'm actually doing an offer like that for my new revision of Taking Care of Me, The Habits of Happiness. So email me at info@8togreat.com. That's info at the number 8, TOGREAT.com for my pre-launch special. And I will tell you that you can pre-purchase not only my book, but also get a free coaching session with it. So if you're interested, email me and let me know which one of these procrastination poppers worked best for you. Don't forget to subscribe, and till next time.